Ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the Monday Night Raw watch along. I am your host, Chris Best. I've got Chris Parrish alongside me and OMD. How are you guys doing tonight?
Go ahead.
Oh, I am well. Another long, hot day at work on the truck, but c'est la vie. We all got to make a living, right?
And we've got a very, very proper opening right now. Tonight's show being dedicated to the one and only Darren Drozdov.
Yes.
Right now we got the signature, the WWE opening signature on, and we got Droz hosting with us right now.
Fantastic. Is he gonna puke?
I've been saying this all week about Droz. He was a massively underrated, talented wrestler in my eyes.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
He's perfectly placed over the Rocket Pop Rogue Energy logo that I have because, he always deserves a pop, but it's also right beside the Owen Hart book. So,
Big Joe says, "Good evening, you magnificent bastards." Well, Big Joe, glad to have you along.
And so is the voice Joshua Joseph. Hello. How are you? Joshua Joseph just recently interviewed Buff the Stuff Bagwell, so go check.
I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. I need to listen to that interview.
And we are hot off the heels of the PLE Money in the Bank. I actually did sit down and watch it yesterday after Kiddo went to his mother's.
Fantastic show.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Now, OMD, did you watch it alongside myself and Parrish's watch along?
No, I didn't.
You missed out on some fun.
Yeah, no, I because the kid didn't get picked up until almost 3:30 and I was looking for something to watch. I was like, well, you know what? I got Money in the Bank.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure you could have found it on Parrish's YouTube or Twitch, right? I can't remember where we streamed it.
You would have saw us talk about it. You wouldn't have seen the show on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just went into the Google box and went to go and watch
wrestling. But how happy are you? Happy? Were you happy with the show at all, OMD, or what?
I loved it. I loved it. And you know what? My second choice won the Money in the Bank for the men.
Who was your first, by the way? I can't remember who he said.
LA Knight, and then I had Damian Priest.
That was everybody's first choice, was Knight.
yes, it was.
Mine was.
I picked Priest, just so everyone knows.
I was with Parrish. Mine was Priest as well, and we got Melball in the house.
With the famous gentleman.
Melball, we are here. How art thou tonight?
And she sends us a Johnny Gargano, a Purple Heart.
And she is living the dream. Pretty sure she wasn't living the dream on Saturday with Finn Balor losing his match on Saturday.
I think it was more the fact that he was wearing pants than anything else. If I know O'Mel, it's because he was wearing pants. Mel gives. I was going to say. Oh, she's a comment.
The pants definitely a problem.
Yeah.
If it helps, Mel, I am wearing shorts, but I'm not wearing pants tonight.
Let's start off the show with the World Heavyweight Champion, Seth freaking Rollins.
And he didn't really quite raid Becky's locker or closet tonight. Maybe with that match he did.
Maybe the wedding stuff, because he is in all white.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it is before Labor Day.
Mhm.
I got a feeling though his stuff with Finn isn't finished yet.
No, I don't think so either.
See, I'm leaning the other way. I'm thinking this thing with Finn is over because now I think Finn and Priest are going to have something go on for a bit.
Well, the rumor, Mr. Tom Collahue had said this afternoon when I was watching his show, he had said that the stuff with Finn isn't done, but there is going to be a Priest involvement somewhere in there.
Right.
Yeah, and Damian Priest also said on the press conference from Money in the Bank that he's like, look, it's like anytime you have two brothers who are very passionate about something, there's going to be some misunderstandings. He's like, we had a misunderstanding at Money in the Bank, but he's like, that happens, but there's no animosity. He's like, we're brothers and we'll be just fine.
You know what other brother cut that same style promo, though? You know what other brother cut that same style promo, though? Owen.
I know.
Yep.
But I mean, the
every brother who
really promos.
Every brother who has had a rivalry with their brother has cut that promo.
Hey, I can vouch for that because I had a big rivalry with one of my best friends at OMD. You know him, Tim.
Yes.
And we cut promos like we were brothers fighting each other.
Absolutely.
But don't make me cut a promo if you're on the YouTube side. Make sure that you're clicking that thumbs up button, hitting that notification bell so you get alerted every time Turnbuckle Talk or Turnbuckle Studios or our local establishment pop up. You want to check it out, people. You just want it.
We got a little bit of something for everyone on OLE. And JJ coming in. I cut promos with my neighbor's cat.
Nice.
Nice.
I hear Joshua Joseph is allergic to one type of cat, though.
Is it the neighbor's cat or is it the neighbor's cat?
So was Io your number one pick to win the women's Money in the Bank 2 OMD, or?
No, she wasn't. I had actually completely forgotten she was even in the match.
Never mind, OMD. I completely forgot Becky was in the match 5 minutes after she got taken out.
To be honest, that match was adequate. That was probably the most disappointing match for me of the night.
Oh, I don't know. Seth's match with Finn, that finish was very underwhelming for me still. I could have used another 4 or 5 minutes of that match.
I get that.
And so we have a little bit of a dream to speak to interrupt us. One Seth Rollins.
Okay.
Interesting.
Maybe that leak from earlier today isn't happening now, or is this Hunter giving us a big FU and saying this is what we're doing?
You know what I could actually see them doing? I think
JJ, I love it, buddy.
It's I wouldn't be shocked if they have a tag match between Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and going up against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins here. And this is where we get Brock Lesnar coming out to interfere.
Right.
You might do something there, Parrish. You might do something.
The last time I said that, it was Trish Stratus turning on.
And you know what? The stupid thing was, I remember us all saying, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Sure enough, she fucking shows up.
Yep. Well, this is interesting because And I like the idea of the tag match because apparently Seth actually bought Cody's birthday cake the other day.
Well, that's right. It was Cody's birthday the other day. Or was it Seth's? I can't remember.
Leeds Deliver coming in saying, what a pop.
Oh, yeah. Both these guys, man. Both these guys got a huge pop coming out.
Yeah. I mean, anybody who thought like Cody Rhodes is not where he was when he first started, you got to really analyze that because his pops just get bigger and bigger as well.
Yes, and seeing as how they both had matches with members of the Judgment Day at Money in the Bank.
See, that was the other thing that I thought was a bit of a far cry. I saw it come from, again, Tom Collahue, the show I was watching with him this afternoon. He mentioned that it's possible that Dominic gets the next World Heavyweight title shot.
Yes, I have heard that as well. And that's running back a couple of years from Dominic's debut.
Which was against Seth. The whole
Exactly.
thing with Bray and Seth. And Buddy Murphy, who's no longer in the WWE.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, look at that. Parrish, he came. How far behind are you, OMD?
Cody's just starting to talk.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Don't
And
say
Brock's
much.
music.
Yeah. Came a lot earlier than you said.
That's what she said. But
With that being said,
might have to say again, what a pop. But
Yep. Yes,
also this
Leeds.
too.
I agree.
Very hot opener. Trying to get
Oh,
up. Trying to thought here. But
oh, wow.
Seth Rollins just kind of books it.
I kind of like how Seth just said, fuck off, I fucked off out of there.
He's like the Homer Simpson and just quietly backs up.
Backs.
Nice.
Did you-
Great sell from Lesnar.
That's what I was marking out at. That was perfect.
Yeah.
So
It's funny, every now and then my wife wants to rehash Sons of Anarchy, so there's a lot of that going on the TV in our house. Brock Lesnar looks like he's trying to partake in one motorcycle club.
yes. Leeds, absolutely, I agree.
I agree with this too, but because SummerSlam is like the second WrestleMania of the year,
Yeah.
we needed this as well.
Yep.
I mean, when you think about it, you got Brock Lesnar turning heel afterwards, so it's not like there wasn't anything. It was just like a lack of everything else circling around. But yeah, maybe they should have opened it up. Would have been better.
Yeah.
But I mean, lesson learned. I don't think you'll see a WrestleMania after all like that next year.
No.
That's going to be very hard to say considering they're going to be in Philly for that Raw too.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
We can always
Philly's-
blame Hollywood for effing that too, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Go, Leeds, go.
Then the voice coming in saying, "This is so weird." OMD reading our messages, but I like it.
Thank you, JJ.
We can
Yes,
see all of us can see the messages now.
I got a free computer monitor from work today, so I'm on the chat and can visually see it and read it, as well
No.
as watch Raw.
Is that monitor going to be a permanent fixture or?
Yes.
Okay. How can I get a job working where you work, OMD? I wouldn't mind free stuff like that. Just kidding, of course.
Well, I was waiting to see, and then the boss was like, nope, just take it home. Because the rest of the computer that came with this monitor is already out on lease, and this is just sitting in a spare room.
Just sitting
They
there
didn't
collecting
want the
dust,
monitor.
basically, right?
Yeah, they didn't want it. So I had to figure out how I was going to set this up. So, because I wanted my camera sitting on top of the monitor, but I couldn't block half my screen. So I've actually got the monitor turned on an angle to see the messages, see you guys, and then the camera sitting down right in front of me.
So now that Seth Rollins was unable to get anything kind of accomplished in that opening segment, what do you think we will see regarding Seth Rollins later tonight during Monday Night Raw?
I mean, we can't be done with Seth. There's got to be something out of him tonight.
Yeah.
And
I'm almost thinking, I mean, yes, I've heard the rumor about Dom, but I could also somehow, and I know they want to finish the Cody versus Lesnar story, but I could also see them making it a triple threat match.
No, I have an idea.
I was going to say, I think we see Finn coming out and saying, hey, I want a rematch or something like that. And I know that the rematch clause thing is no longer in effect, but I feel like that we're going to see something like that.
Now, my theory is, what if we see somebody like a JD McDonough step up to the plate and challenge Seth Rollins tonight?
I'd love to see it because we haven't seen JD compete yet on Raw.
Yes, we have. Well, not really. I mean, he came out and beat the piss out of Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
We've seen him kind of talk with Finn Balor in a backstage promo as well.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. We have Seth Rollins still in the ring.
Oh. Parrish, you are on point with everything that's happening tonight. And we've got somebody else coming out. I can't tell who. Oh.
I mean, of course, it's the Judgment Day. Just want to point out somebody's TV is very loud.
Probably
mine. No, I'm at the usual volume I use.
OMD, you are muted. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Not that it's a bad thing, but we just want to make sure that YouTube doesn't slap our pee-pee tonight. And Leeds is saying, let's restart again?
Yeah, let's run it back one more time.
So maybe not Rhea defense tonight, apparently. Yes, she is defending her championship against Natalya tonight.
Yeah.
To go against Joshua Joseph's thing of getting back to the line after you lose a championship match.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see Finn somehow trying to worm his way back in there, whether it's a match where he gets wins the number one contendership, or he interferes in whatever match Seth is going to be involved in later tonight, if there is going to be a match.
Well, when you think of their one-on-ones, we think about that inaugural Universal Championship match and the one on Money in the Bank. And if that's the case, we're sitting at 1-1 here. So a rubber match does need to take place.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting Damian and Shinsuke Nakamura tonight, too. It's interesting that Finn's not out there with him.
Yeah.
I think this cues Dominic stepping up for that shot tonight.
The fact that I really like the fact that they gave Damian the Money in the Bank, because it legitimizes what we've all been saying since Backlash, and that is he needs that main event push.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've been saying it since last year when he formed the Judgment Day with Edge. I'm like, this is going to be a way to push Damian to the main event spot.
Yep.
Oh, the heat Dom gets, I fucking love it. Parrish, I think you're muted there.
Yes, I know. I mute myself to have my TV at full volume.
Ha.
Oh. I thought you were leaning into the mic to talk there for a second.
No.
I was also checking into the mod stuff, as Joshua Joseph is calling our mod stupid, as he didn't say anything but the truth. But as of our mods are showing nothing, so I can't say anything about that.
Yes,
He's
Leeds.
going to piss himself. Seth Rollins just call himself sexy Seth Rollins.
See,
I guess he's going to be dropping the freaking nickname for that. Oh, we got Nakamura already on his way to the ring, so
yeah, I like that. Just keep everything going. You got Damien in the ring in his gear, and then you have Shinsuke coming down.
Yeah, it's basically like they're giving the fans no breaks. Listen, we're just flowing along with along with the flow right now.
That's almost what they have to do, though. If you want to keep the momentum going, then you got to keep your foot on the pedal, man.
Yes, exactly.
It's like once I finished this beer number 1, I got a nice fresh beer number 2 right there. You know, it's all about keeping it going.
He knows how to strut. You think Vincent will interfere tonight? Now, are we talking Vince McMahon or Vincent, aka Virgil?
I hope we never see both of them again.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. When he came out, the last time he was on WWE TV, when he came out as the manager for Ted DiBiase Jr., I kind of marked out a little bit for that.
I don't even remember that.
It was only like a month that he was their manager. Perish a man after my own heart, just Vince.
I didn't say Virgil. It was this guy.
Yeah.
I just said I don't want to see
that's what came to my head when I saw Vincent.
Wasn't Vincent also the name of an assistant? And I don't think it's in WWE, but in a different company.
Yes, it is. Ring of Honor.
There we go.
originally known as
beer
the
after
Horror
beer.
King, Vinny Marcellia. A man I had the pleasure of meeting and serving his lunch to him. I actually have not been getting a lot of wrestling updates in my Facebook feed lately, so
Yeah, the only major stories I've found is the Ronda Rousey story, which is a pretty obvious one,
yep.
and the card leak, which so far seems to be proving true right now. Okay, we see Bobby Lashley on the screen, and I've got to ask, where has he been? I feel like I haven't seen him in forever.
We haven't.
And for that matter, I was thinking about this the other day, but where the hell is Piper Niven?
Good question.
Leeds coming in saying I had a stupid one about Randy appearing at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, we all heard those rumors. Again, disappointed that he couldn't, but all we know on his supposed timeline is it will be this calendar year.
I mean, one of the rumors too I heard Bray Wyatt, so because he's due any time now to come back.
I mean, we have about 5 weeks to SummerSlam, so like, who knows? There could be something in between that. If he was to go and do something directly with Matt Riddle, you don't need 5 weeks for this.
No.
You just need one true, really good addition. Also, if you really need a fix of Randy Orton, go to Spotify and check out Rev's Theory's latest version of voices that they just released the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little heavier. It's a little less guitar string and more heavy guitars. Sounds like it could be a heel version.
Leeds is also saying can't rush Randy, and well, you can't. He takes 10 years to walk to the ring anyways.
Yeah, but when he does get to the ring, it's pure gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he needs to take his time, man. He's gotta let all the voices in his head have that conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they gotta counsel him. And Kofi's still hurt from what I understand.
Yes.
Leeds.
Yeah.
I don't know what his injury is though. I can't remember what it was.
I believe it was a shoulder or a rib.
I believe it was a shoulder.
Yeah.
But I mean, it very well could be both. Like in the case of Drew McIntyre, where people wanted to speculate a lot on his contract, it was actually reported by Triple H himself that he was hurt and he took the time to fix other things as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
anything else. Plus, if people actually understood how WWE works, they realize if somebody's hurt, WWE just tends to tack that time onto their contract, so we to extend the contract. So even if his contract was to be over at a certain time, you add said injury time on top of it.
Yeah.
It's been done with just about everyone.
And let me just put this out there, but I think Kofi deserves a rest. The man never really gets hurt that often.
No, he doesn't.
Man, I know Nakamura wears a red mouth guard, but every time I see him wrestling, it looks like he's already bleeding from his mouth.
Yep. You know what, though? It was the same thing with Claudio. After he had his teeth knocked up and he started wrestling with the mouth guard. It was just like, what is going on?
OMD still thinking about that spot, and it makes me cringe. Just the thought of his teeth hitting the top of the turnbuckle there, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But kudos to him for continuing that match, because knowing me, I'd be like, nope, I'm out. I'm done. Unlike Sin Cara, though, who decides he wants to finish a match after a broken finger.
Yeah, well, I mean, Sinbacha? Oh, Chris Best is taking the non-sponsored Dr. Pepper route tonight.
The 2-liter bottle tonight. Bought it out of to honor Karl, who, conspicuous by his absence tonight, is working.
Yes.
It was the only Dr. Pepper I could get in the grocery store because the pop aisle was empty today.
See, I only buy my pop at Dollarama now.
Well, I could have gone to...
If I want pops, I just put on the gear, brother.
I could have gone to Dollarama, but Food Basics is closer, so...
Yeah.
And for no apparent reason, my phone percentage right now is 69%. Nice.
That's good. And Lead says Dr. Pepper is the go-to drink.
It's the non-sponsored Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
it is.
It does appear on your screen for a reason, all right?
Yeah, so Dr. Pepper, if you're out there, throw us a sponsorship, please.
Oh, man, will Karl be pissed if we got us Dr. Pepper sponsorship while he was away?
Yeah, no kidding.
I think he'd be more than overjoyed, you know? But pissed that he wouldn't be on the show to get the sponsorship.
He would be a lot of different flavors of pissed off.
Yes.
The
23 different flavors of pissed off.
Okay, I'm liking the intensity of this match so far.
Yeah, same.
Well, you have to think about it, too. If you have the opportunity to face off against someone who has a briefcase right now, you have to get inside their head and get that W, because if they are to cash it in, you would jumpstart that line of notable challengers, because you just recently defeated that person. So,
yes. Now, I do hope I hope they don't do what they have done in years past, and that is send the Money in the Bank winner on a massive losing streak.
Oh, you mean like what they did with Damian Sandow? I feel like Jack Swagger was on that streak as well.
Dolph Ziggler, Bryan Danielson.
In fairness, Dolph Ziggler is always on a massive losing streak.
Yes. But this was back before he was the glorified enhancement.
Leeds, I have to ask, where are you watching Raw from? Because you're talking to 3 Canadians who don't have split screen if they're watching it through the Canadian broadcasting stations.
Yes, I'm actually watching it on the Canadian broadcast tonight. But I'm going to guess that Leeds Delivers is probably from the fine town of Leeds over in the UK.
Perhaps.
And he is possibly watching us on Real Wrestling.
The hometown of one Davey Boy Smith, by the way.
Yes.
I have that figure over there, by the way.
But no, I agree, Leeds. If we had split screen here, that'd be awesome. I'd be down for it.
This is why, like, when they come back, I want them just to show that highlight and be like, oh, and this is where the match took a turn.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing, you know. But, I mean, I've been seeing a lot of that throwback to the way it was done in the past a lot more lately now. Just by camera angles or just by the occasional camera angle itself, camera switches that means, but even just by the interviews in the aisleway or
like when they did that with Kathy Kelly there a couple weeks back.
Yep.
I mean, a little bit of,
but I still want to see insert promos come back.
Yep.
Yeah. And we've even seen the promos during the entrances as well.
Yes, we have.
So.
Actually, another thing I wouldn't mind seeing coming back in the old broadcasts is, when Scott Stanford does his little Slam Jam Event Center or whatever they want to call it, I wouldn't mind seeing little 30-second promos from the wrestlers who are going to be on the upcoming cards do promos there.
They've dabbled in that a little bit, but again, not very often because they don't announce the cards for the live events anymore.
True. Yeah, because it wasn't like in the 80s where they'd be like, oh, if you go to Madison Square Garden, you're going to see Hulk Hogan take on Rick Rude, and you'd get a promo from Rick Rude or something.
Yeah. Now, I haven't heard it tonight, but I did hear it quite a bit at Money in the Bank, and even last week, is that they're now starting to refer to Damian Priest as the Punishment.
Yeah. It's been they've been using that on Raw before, not so much as an announcement, but they've been saying that kind of like before Rio was the Eradicator, and that was like a true nickname. They're trying to use that more on the announcing side.
Right.
To see if we get over.
I think it sounds like they're just trying to use nicknames like Randy Orton as the Viper, Stone Cold Steve Austin was the Rattlesnake,
Yeah. But, I mean, Damian Priest was Punishment Martinez in Ring of Honor.
Yeah. So that would be that'd be a throwback to his name in ROH then.
Yeah.
Now, over time, I do want to see factions do this, even if they feel maybe the babyface is getting that heads up later in a match. You see somebody on the outside just interfere, and you see like a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 beatdown, just so maybe we have like a little mini feud come out of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Just so like those, what they used to be called the TV feuds, as you'll see it just for TV content.
Yep.
But I wouldn't hate it if Dom just got in the ring and just started pumping on Shinsuke.
Yeah.
And then maybe next week we get Shinsuke and Dom. And then all of a sudden you're seeing those two are kept busy for a couple weeks.
I feel like, I'd be happy to see. I mean, it'd still be a step up for Dom.
Or even like, you can have Shinsuke cost Dom that champion or that match against Seth tonight, and then all of a sudden you have a good little backstory and you have some dialogue to when they do have a match. You care about it that much more.
Yep.
Oh, why, thank you.
Great thought, Parrish. That would be dope. And watch, now that Parrish has said that, we're going to get something out of Dom in this match.
I am the predictator.
Well, you've been right on all your calls so far tonight, so.
Well, I just couldn't see WWE almost having the cat out of the bag about Brock Lesnar being out in the UK and having that go unseen and then not using it on Raw. But
OMD taking a selfie?
No, I was actually just taking.
It's all about that Tinder profile, man.
It is.
It's summertime. He's got to get those bikini shots in, man.
That's right. I am a Victor's Secret model.
Victor's Secret? Hey, OMD, at least you're not doing poses like a certain Mr. Cool that we know.
Yes. No, I have not done those.
No, he's doing the one-man pretty deadly shots, so
That's right.
Stay tuned. Mixed in with some maximum.
Oh, no.
That's right.
OMD and I have a buddy who actually took his replica WWE heavyweight title and posed like Shawn Michaels in Playgirl.
I mean, I got a
And
mini
took
one of
pictures.
those. Do you want me to send that to you there, OMD?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, but I might do the pose laying on the ground in spilled milk if I'm doing the pretty deadly shot.
And here I thought it was homogenized.
So they're calling Dominic Mysterio dirty now.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? He looks gross. That mullet just gets even worse every week. He uses the 2-in-1, but the 2 does not work at all. Leeds coming in saying, great match at not Mankini. LOL.
Yeah, Leeds, that was a
No,
good, that was
I'm
a
not wearing the
fantastic
mankini, Leads. I promise you that.
I'm just curious if that just means it's a shot with just the Mankind mask on. Hey girl, have a nice day.
match. What do you guys think about this NXT Underground thing happening?
I'll let it happen and see what I think. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope it's better booked than when they did it on Raw.
I hope it's not, because I think that's what is memorable about it.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome to see him down the road if like Braun Strowman comes back and then just like he does that first.
Yeah.
He just comes in and just obliterates everyone.
Yes. And while we were in commercial, I am going to make my first locker room visit.
Now he's doing the Mankini.
We really should keep a tally count on when OMD does a locker room visit. Just have a scoreboard somewhere on our overlay.
We just need a referee like counting like it's like a count out, like 1, 2. Come on, get it back in the ring.
Although I gotta say on our watch along, Mark came so close to OMD's record. I think he might have broken it.
I mean, he was putting down the liquid quite fast. I was actually shocked. I only had 2 beers that entire day, which I thought I was going to have a lot more. But I also want to take the time to thank everyone who took the time out of their hands to not only help watch, be a part of it, but also support. Appreciate you guys, as the video is doing quite well. The last time I saw, I don't really pay attention to much of my Twitch. I just did it to have fun and connect people and watch some pro wrestling. It's why they call soccer football.
Yeah.
It's just they got their shit on different sides. I guess I don't know. I wonder if they shit on the different side of the bathroom too. That's a question I will ask Mark Talks Wrestling later, or if you want to check out him on Twitch. Mark plays everything. I think it is. Or
yeah, he changed his name. I can't remember to what it is now. Oh,
I think it's Mark Talks and Plays.
Yeah,
yeah.
As soon as I said that, it clicked in my head.
And let him know that Parrish asks, since you guys drive on the different side, do you guys also shit on the different side of the bathroom? If there's anybody in the UK here and wants to answer that question for me and call me an idiot, go right ahead.
Leeds asking, what's the question?
In the UK, do you guys shit on the other side of the bathroom? I think that's going to also be one of the things that both Mark him and I always banter about is the football.
Welcome back, OMD. You came back just in time.
Perfect. Yes, there is the graphic up on my screen.
Most wanted treasures on the Samoan dynasty. Yokozuna's robe.
Wow.
I believe that robe they were showing was the robe he wore to the Royal Rumble in '93, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought the one on the 93 had more checkers on it.
Yeah,
that's right too, because that was the same robe he wore at WrestleMania 9. And yes, this is the historian in me coming out, because I remember that.
I wonder if it's the one at WrestleMania 10.
Oh, it could be.
Champion. Or perhaps it was his debut robe.
Can't remember the robe he wore then.
So Joshua Joseph is asking, how can the UK have a Mania? They would all be in the loo most of the show.
Oh yeah, we've already been talking about that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we're up to speed.
We're ahead of you, OMD.
Yes, you are. I would actually love to see it. And I mean, even Grayson Waller made a great point at Money in the Bank saying a Mania in Australia. I know a couple of years ago they were discussing adding a second WrestleMania International that year, but nothing has come to fruition.
I don't know if you tack WrestleMania onto it though. You know,
that was what they were looking at calling it, was WrestleMania.
Okay, so this is actually funny to me. He says, Leeds comes in and says, we wouldn't. Why would we waste the tickets? And I'm laughing in my head because in my house, we call toilet paper shit tickets.
Yep. I do have to admit that this was probably one of the highlights for me, was Liv and Raquel winning the tag titles back and Shayna turning on Ronda.
Speak of the devil.
Quick, guys, Ronda Rousey's coming to the ring and she looks angry. It has to be different from every other time she does it.
Yep.
That's right.
And I don't hear any pop for her because I'm assuming she's going to be the babyface in this upcoming feud.
That's what I would think. But I think Shayna's probably going to get that because she was the one that turned and everybody's just tired of Ronda.
Oh, well, JJ, I see your question there. I'm just going to get to it after this promo here. Yeah, Leeds. That's the rumor. Ronda gave a hard date on when she's leaving, and it's going to be after SummerSlam. There was no date that was specified in the articles I've read, though.
No.
But I'm a firm believer of never say never, and that's more than likely going to change. Shayna's bringing up some real good points in this promo.
This is Shayna Baszler's best promo.
Yep.
Or not.
1000% agree on that one.
Okay, I take this back. It looks like Ronda Rousey takes the shit on a different side of the bathroom with her facial reactions.
I just got to say that kick off the apron looked really weak.
Well, yeah, it's Ronda. You're not getting a lot of good wrestling comments out of me for Ronda Rousey.
That looked a little stiff. That looked really stiff.
I think this whole thing is just done just to make Shayna look awesome.
Hey, I know a lot of people that would disagree, but I've been a fan of Shayna since NXT.
This is the Shayna I've wanted to see since she came back. She came to the main roster.
Yes.
I kind of wanted to see a babyface Shayna Baszler in NXT, and I was kind of thought we were cheated out of it, to be quite honest.
We were.
All right, so we got America. We got the Alpha Academy in the locker room. I almost said American Alpha.
Okay. Sorry, I got to go back. I got to answer JJ's question from a little bit ago.
That's exactly where I was going to
bring that up.
And I'm going to go, and I am going to say I would love to see one more time from their prime HBK versus Razor in a ladder match.
I'm going to say give me Bret Hart versus Kurt Angle.
Oh,
okay.
I want one more Bret and Owen if Owen were still around.
Yep.
I really feel like the two matches they had, there should have been like at least maybe one or two more, maybe. To me, it didn't make sense at Survivor Series 04 or Survivor Series 94 that Owen would help Bob Backlund win the title.
Yep.
Sorry, OMD, what were you going to say?
I'm going to put this one out there, and this would be in their prime. May they both rest in paradise. But I would have loved to see Mr. Perfect versus Ravishing Rick Rude.
Yep. I'm just going to say yep to that because, yep, that'd be a fantastic match.
I was going to say, you're not trying to be the next Alex Shelley, are you?
No.
Hey, got to put some respect on that name. He's a world champion now.
I love Alex Shelley.
I think I'm going to go with kind of one from every little division there. I think when I say Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart, that'd obviously be my world title match there. If I get an intercontinental type title match like that, awesome mid card, I want to see Owen Hart versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
If I have a cruiserweight match, this is my dream cruiserweight match. It's still Jamie Noble versus Dean Malenko. Yeah.
Yes.
And then for my women's match, I mean, gimme, which I think we could get it at any time, but give me Alundra Blaze versus Rhea Ripley.
Okay, I would actually go to say Bull Nakano versus Trish.
Oh, that'd be a fantastic match.
I mean, you could also go Bull Nakano versus Rhea Ripley too. They almost shared the same hairstyle and Money in the Bank. But also, if I'm gonna go with like a tag team, man, I really say like, I kind of am very much on the belief that I'd love to see the old. Sorry, 1 second. I'm getting distracted by my TV. I haven't ate all day, and Burger King looks pretty good right now. But if I'm gonna go with some like good old fashioned tag team wrestling, I want to say give me the Quebecers against Pretty Deadly.
Yes. I was thinking Quebecers.
The Rougeos versus Pretty Deadly.
Because I want to see Raven as a manager again. That's why I'm going Quebecers.
Johnny Polo.
Johnny F. and Polo, man.
So another match that we did get, but it wasn't proper. LOD and Demolition. I still want to see. We did get it, but it wasn't Smash. It was Crush. Or I mean, it wasn't Axe. It was Crush.
Yes.
But I would rather Axe and Smash of Demolition versus Animal and Hawk.
Yak and Sax 10. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Says hello. Welcome. How did you hear about us?
OMD's taking the words right out of my mouth.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. I'm stealing Parrish's thunder here. Sorry, Parrish.
That's all good. I was in the wrestling business 19 years. A lot of people are stealing my stuff for a while. When you're in that magazine, people want to be like, yeah.
And there's Parrish's weekly plug.
Gotta. Well, I mean, you guys can have them too. You'd have a little bit more hair.
Okay, so
Bald is beautiful, Parrish, by the way.
It is. Yak and Snacks is
when you don't have a choice, sure.
Says they're 10. And they love Rey Mysterio. Okay.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It is. And welcome. Everybody is welcome here.
Yep. I was actually at the WrestleMania where Rey Mysterio won the World Championship title for the first time.
I will never forget watching that show at home with my brother, who was also huge into Rey. And he was sitting in the easy chair beside my bed. I was sitting in my bed watching it, and he literally like jumped fucking
and that is
just across
you
the
bastard!
room with the 3 count out.
Oh my god, I killed Parrish.
No, nobody killed Parrish. That's like a double entendre that just makes no sense.
We could just say OMD killed Karl because he's not here tonight. Oh, we're getting a Nikki promo right now.
Well, we had Candice LeRae walk away from Nikki, hence the relationship with Emma. Yep. This is why we don't get chicks, people. This is why we just don't understand the women.
Oh, so that's what we're getting out of this match.
What I do understand is that they are making these women tag team championships something of the prestige side, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think that was my concern coming out of the Ronda Rousey Shayna Baszler breakup. I thought it would hurt the women's tag team division, but I mean, this match is already clearly saying no, it's not.
No. We got the KC squared team.
Yeah, they really need a tag name.
Why not just go with what OMD said, KC squared?
Oh, we've been calling that on the NXT show for a while.
Yeah.
If you want to go back to even back when we were on our old channel there, that's what they were being called then too. Got Indy Hartwell making her Raw debut in the wrestling ring.
Yeah, I'm actually happy to see that.
And, yeah.
Why they didn't give her and Candice an entrance?
Time,
Because
man.
it's her and Nikki Cross that are teaming. Is this a gauntlet match we're doing?
I would assume so.
It's a turmoil.
Oh, you're right, OMD. It is Candice.
Yeah. No, it's Candice and Indy. They just didn't get an entrance just because of
that
time.
Tegan Knox and Dana Brooke on the outside?
Yep. I don't know what Tegan Knox did to get that, but poor Tegan Knox.
Ooh.
Leeds is
And
coming
I
in
forgot
saying,
that Dana Brooke was crazy. Nikki Cross is back.
And also saying these two could be contenders. I think referring to the team of KC1 and KC2. And the voice coming in saying, Nikki's Twitter, she put up get ready and a pic of herself. Maybe the WWE listened to us, her fans. I think also the guy that created Sanity, Triple H, understood that that's what we should be getting.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Also, the fans definitely want that as well. You're not wrong. They're not even a real tag team, and Emma and Nikki Cross are at least wearing similar colors. Come on now. Where the heck was this at Money in the Bank?
I totally forgot Emma was still with the WWE.
Oh, yeah. She's in an angle with now fiance, the Steeler of the parachute, Rick Moss.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, because the last time I remember I saw Emma wrestle was the match she had against Ronda when she returned, and she just kind of vanished afterwards.
Oh, she had a few matches. She even won one.
She's kind of.
Well, I'm sorry, she was in the Rumble earlier this year too, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure a good chunk of these women were in the Rumble this year.
I believe you are correct, Parrish. You're the one that was there.
I know, and I still have photos from that event. I just know the KCs were not in the match.
Yeah, because I was looking for Catanzaro there. I was waiting for her spot for that match. Which I'm kind of glad we didn't get a Kofi spot from her this year.
I kind of wish we are done with those spots, to be quite
honest. Well, now that, I mean, with Kofi injured, Trinity now in Impact, well,
Casey Catanzaro, she's the only one that can do it. So Emma and Nikki have just been eliminated. Now we got Dana Brooke and
Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox out there.
And Parrish is going to watch his phone as opposed to watching Dana Brooke.
I will watch paint dry over watching Dana Brooke, but I was just confirming who in this match was not in the Rumble. And it was the KCs, as Tegan Knox was in there. I was pretty sure she was. Actually, Chelsea Green made her amazing return at that Royal Rumble event, despite being signed for 3 months prior to that. So early picks on who's going to win this gauntlet match.
I got to go with Chelsea and Sonya. They seem like the most likely choice out of everyone that's in this match.
I'm going with KC squared.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be agreeing with OMD on that one. I think you saw probably a lot of people high up on them.
Yeah.
In their original match there with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. Did very well in that match. One tag team we didn't really see is the Unholy Union there of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire.
It's because they're on SmackDown.
No, but with the tag team championships, you can be on any brand.
Yes, but they no longer have tag team championships.
Yeah, they do. Liv Morgan and Raquel are your tag team champions.
Yes, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire do not have tag team titles anymore because they lost the NXT tag titles.
I know, but what I'm saying is your tag team titles can be on any brand, and this match, as it's a tag team championship match, is kind of blurring the lines of could be able to have people from different brands.
Right.
So I don't think every single woman on this match is a Raw superstar.
No, isn't Tegan Knox? Isn't she still NXT, or did she get called up? I can't remember.
She got called up.
She's been called up for a while.
Yeah,
she got called up like she was brought back to SmackDown.
I mean, by technicality, Dana Brooke. I mean, even though she's a free agent. So see, even in the creative room, nobody wants her. Just, I can't begin to say I'm not a fan.
But I don't see Dana and Tegan are not taking it.
No, I can't either. They might just to piss Parrish off, but I don't think it's going to happen. I did see because
I will text my boy Adam Pearce and say, dude, man, you want people to watch your show, right?
Because Tegan hasn't been featured on anything other than really main event lately, and I'd seen them trying to do a heel gimmick with her.
And see, that's why I didn't think she was actually.
Did they not just get eliminated? Raw just came back, and it looks like they got eliminated.
Yep.
They're not even good enough for the live viewer to see. Oh, Dana Brooke, oh, you're so bad. And I'm pretty sure the KC's team, are they not SmackDown?
No, they were Raw.
No, they're Raw.
Yeah, I totally forgot where they came from in the sense of the draft.
They got called up to Raw, I think, in the supplemental draft.
No, yeah, I know they did. I just didn't remember which brand they got drafted to.
Oh.
I love with how small Casey Catanzaro is. She can do an acai moonsault off of the bottom rope.
Yeah, no kidding. But her botch right before that.
Is this a double DDT spot? Nope. There's something
this
about
is going to be the double suplex spot.
No, but there's something about that double suplex where the person taking it just turns it into 2 DDTs, and you got
no. I was actually waiting for the dual suplex reversal and for Casey 1 to turn it around and suplex Chelsea and Sonya.
Oh, I don't think they would have her do a suplex of 2 people. I think they'd do something more. But oh, nice little shot there by Chelsea.
Sorry, Leeds, I missed it, but who's wearing the sellotape across her eye?
Yeah, I did. I saw that too, but that was said during when Dana Brooke and Tegan Knox were wrestling.
Not a fan of that. Like, I'm a fan of the spot, but I'm not a fan of staying in the corner and letting the breakup happen. And Leeds is saying Sonya. Sonya with the sellotape on eyes.
Oh, okay. I must have missed
Sonya,
that.
yeah.
I think I think Leeds was saying that during the entrances.
That was a near botch.
There you have it.
I called it.
Number 1 contenders.
Wow.
So this tag match looks like it's going to be sponsored by the color black. Or by Hot Topic. Whatever one you guys want to.
But they damn near screwed up that Unprettier.
Well, not they. Just one. But. Yeah, they. I can pick that one apart.
I'm not at all shocked that they did it.
Oh,
I mean, you look at how they've been promoting Sonya and oh my god, I'm drawing blanks tonight.
Chelsea
and Sonya. You look at how they've been promoting them. It kind of feels like they've sort of earned it. I mean, they haven't won many matches, but
yes, Leeds, I am quite surprised that they went that direction. But I'm okay with it. I like it. I just hope that Raquel and Liv are not transitional champions.
oh no, they're Raquel and Liv are going to keep the belt.
Yeah, you have to remember back when they first originally won them. The only reason why they were taken off is because of Liv Morgan's injury.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were tapped to face the unholy union there of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn for that unification match, but it just happens to be where somebody else had to take the titles, and then it's just happened. An audible was called, and this is what we get. But as soon as Liv Morgan comes back, it just shows that they definitely want them as their champions if they get the titles right back.
We got Becky Lynch making her way to the ring just before we're going to head to another commercial break.
Yes. And that leads me to my next locker room visit.
That's a thing now. So the next one has to be the 3P, right?
I keep confusing myself with which Casey is which. So during that match, I looked up Katana Chance to make sure I knew who it was so that I can identify them too now.
Well, the funny thing is Casey Catanzaro no longer goes by that name. She did change the name to another KC name, which was Katana Chance. But it also kept the KC initials in there as well. Kaden Carter is.
Yeah. Well, I was able to recognize Catanzaro because like her small stature makes her stand out, you know?
Yeah. But
it was just trying to figure out which one is Katana Chance versus which one is Kaden Carter.
I mean, I would love it if their tag name happened to also be a KC name. That would be fantastic.
Apparently, the new Indiana Jones is getting rave reviews.
Is anybody else just I know Indiana Jones diehards and they're raving about this movie, which I'm sure a lot of fans of it will, especially a lot of the fans that loved Harrison Ford from the first time he done the role of Indiana Jones. But my God, at some point you just have to say he is not believable anymore as Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
that last movie was not good.
No, I watched it, and
what is this like? I mean, you won't get it anymore, but like, man, there's like a time where everyone was like, "Hey, let's revitalize this franchise with let's bring Shia LaBeouf in the mix," and you're like, "Well, that aged as bad as my one report I had where I had said one member of the Radicals in there, and I had the word nice." Aged poorly.
The interesting thing about Indiana Jones is that Harrison Ford wasn't even supposed to get that part. It was supposed to go to Tom Selleck.
Well, he has a better mustache. And he's Mr. Baseball.
But because of his commitments to Magnum PI, he couldn't do it.
Yeah, Magnum PI, less than Magnum TA.
That's right.
Yeah.
But together they're Magnum Pita.
I thought they are.
I've always kind of wanted to see Magnum PI walk out with Magnum TA in a match.
Okay, so I have to just say this. If Magnum TA and Magnum PI formed a three-man group with Indiana Jones, are they going to refer to themselves as the Pita Pit? In the words of Punk, stop me when I'm telling lies. Oh my God. If there's not like a phrase CM Punk could then just say, where you want to punch him in the face even more, it might have been, stop me if I'm telling lies. It's like, you still think the Blackhawks are going to do something this year, dude? Shut up. He said his favorite player is Duncan Keith, but I never saw that straight edge guy ever wear an Oilers jersey. Hypocrite, I tell you. Hypocrite.
Yep. Well, now his favorite can be Taylor Hall.
Getting a Bronson Reed vignette here.
Good. Who do you guys would like to see Bronson Reed feud with next? Because I have an idea. He'll have
I wouldn't mind him going after the Intercontinental title, but that spot's already taken over by Drew McIntyre right now.
Yeah. I would love, once this guy gets past an A-lister, I would love to see Ciampa and Bronson Reed go at it.
Oh, that'd be fantastic too.
Yeah. I would love to see Bronson versus Drew.
Oh, that'd be fantastic as well. And big time backs, Becky Lynch is coming out.
I mean, why not for one episode have Bronson Reed challenge Seth freaking Rollins?
Yes.
That'd be
Yes.
interesting.
I mean, if Seth wants to bring back the open challenge, why not?
Yeah. I think maybe that could be what the decision you go with the night after SummerSlam or the Raw after SummerSlam. But that's if Seth freaking Rollins walks out of Ford Field on August the 5th as World Heavyweight Champion. We have to think, is Paris going to bring back that watch line for SummerSlam? Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Well, I could very well be on there.
I know I'll be on there. I always make 3 times for the pay-per-views.
In another 2 weeks, I have made the very, very difficult decision to allow my son to go spend the summer with his mother.
He's going to say one day, OMD, you should bring him to our old stomping grounds. Or have you?
No, I haven't yet. But if we're going to do that, Best, you better be coming so we can have a match on the beach.
A rematch because I took your title.
Yeah.
Oh, green shirt guy's got a family with him tonight. I kind of expected Trish to come out and pull the old Cody Rhodes hide my face because I'm ugly with a broken nose, you know?
Well, she actually did, in fact, break her nose at Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that was from when she got her head smashed off the top of the ladder, right?
Very valid question by Becky Lynch.
Extremely valid. But from Becky's words, is this building to a possible cage match between the two?
Heather Cage or potentially Hell in a Cell.
Oh, you hated that so much.
Well, at least we got some to look forward to next week.
How much you want to bet that match actually doesn't happen, and once again we get them chickening out?
Yeah. I mean, anybody, if you think this could be one of those feuds where they just keep doing the same old shtick until the week before the event, they do the match, and Becky just
throws down.
Becky just absolutely just embarrasses Zoe to get that match with Trish. I could see it happen.
Yep. I do see this culminating at SummerSlam. Great question, Josh. I love that idea. Kurt versus Arn would be fantastic.
I think there's a handful of Kurt Angle matches I'd put up before that, but I still wouldn't turn it off.
Kurt Angle versus Shane McMahon from the King of the Ring.
No, I mean like matches I would like to see Kurt Angle do if he was still wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, Kurt Angle and Bret Hart. I mean, I would love to see Kurt Angle and Seth Rollins. I'd love to see Kurt Angle and Roman Reigns. In fact,
I would like to see Kurt Angle and Chad Gable.
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, they did have one match, but not in their prime.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But
and look at this, we're getting the Mean Gene again, the Mean Gene interview again.
Yeah. But I'd also love to see Kurt Angle work with a hook. I think that could be interesting.
I'm just gonna take this off my chest right now, but I did not get Jungle Boy turning heel. I just don't get it.
I don't think anybody does. And that is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fast time to beat up a beast and then go back into a suit.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm going to guess all to wind up in a match later on, so he's going to have to go back and get into his gear. And he's not wearing his cast.
No, he ripped that off in Money in the Bank.
Yeah, he ripped it off in the match against Dominic.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
Yeah, they were doing a spot where Dominic was going to start attacking the cast, but Cody's like, and then ripped it off, and he's like, I'm okay. And Dom just gave that, oh, shit look, you know?
It's like, this is the time in my life I knew I effed up.
Ed Fries, how's it going, my friend? Coming in and saying hello, gentlemen.
Good evening, Ed. How art thou this fine evening?
Okay, so we got a 6-person mixed tag match coming up next with Alpha Academy taking on the Viking Raiders.
Yes, and Maxine with her in-ring debut.
Finally, because we've been getting the build that I said should happen. Unmute yourself there, Parrish.
I just did. Sorry, if I don't want my TV coming out on the thing.
Understandable.
I mean,
Yes, that's right, folks. Ed Fries says he's doing good, just doing some last-minute stuff on Marvel Snap and WWE Supercard before he streams later on tonight.
Nice.
and you might want to stay tuned as Ed and I will also be unveiling our time slot for the WrestleMania event on WrestleDraft that will end season 1. Right now, your boy, this guy, is new matter 1. All right.
And I'm actually going to be tuning in to watch that myself.
Yes, but I am the one enhancement talent.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed. I greatly appreciate that vote of support.
No, I think he's
Triple
Meg
H's
Young's
handpicked champion.
handpicked champion.
Triple H could only be so lucky to have me.
I mean, I feel like I'm kind of his handpicked champion in that game. All he does is just give me stuff after gives me stuff. It's quite nice.
I want to kind of give out a little plug to an event that's coming to our town this weekend. CWE is coming to our town, and they're bringing Chris Masters this time around.
Yes. I will unfortunately not be able to attend.
I'm going to try my hardest to go because I've missed every single time CWE comes. And this time I will have money for tickets. So.
Right. Well, I mean, I've had the pleasure of being able to sit and have brunch on WrestleMania Sunday with Chris Masters, along with a whole host of other superstars. But just with my trip coming up in 2 weeks, I can't afford a ticket for another night out.
That's not that festival you and Karl were talking about there, right?
Yes, it is. That is, we leave 2 weeks from Thursday. Or wait. A week from Thursday.
I also just want to take the time to wish all of our American viewers an early happy Independence Day, as we know that's tomorrow.
Ed Fry's coming in with what we've already mentioned. We should make OMD as our local enhancement talent.
Yes, I actually came up. I was suggesting that earlier as well. So thank you, Ed.
But I think Ed is also referring to the Wrestle Draft show, making you as a character in there.
I would be just fine with that.
What we should do, Ed, is create everyone in the Our Local Establishment group and have a battle royal and find out who is the next Our Local Enhancement talent.
And you guys should broadcast that, by the way.
Yeah. Obviously, Ed and I won't be able to join because we're the GMs. I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Plus, now that I can actually hit,
I could see it if you guys were in the match. You guys would burn Gagne and trying to book yourselves in the win.
Dude, I'm the last entrant, so shh.
Special edition Wrestle Draft with OLE Battle Royal.
Could be a nice in-between Season 1, Season 2 special.
And we got Richard coming in. He wants to talk a little bit about AEW. Talking about AEW against Friday Night SmackDown. Roman Reigns against MJF. Who would win?
Tribal Chief right now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who knows? In just a few months in 2024, you might actually get that match.
I'm gonna take MJF to win that one because Paul Heyman would turn and go with his culture and religion. And MJF can pay more.
Will he? I see. I don't know. I think Roman Reigns has more money than MJF right now.
Yeah, to be fair, Roman is a bigger draw. So.
Yeah.
But MJF has got a better mouth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to know how you know about MJF's mouth.
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. But no, let's just put it this way: if MJF and Roman Reigns were to mix it up, it would be a great match. But I'd probably give the win to Roman.
I mean, right now they got the same amount of family members that like him, so it's a toss-up.
Yeah.
Who do you think would win, Richard? And thanks for tuning in. Let us know what brought you in and tell us a little bit about yourself.
And while you're watching us on that YouTube feed, leave us a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe, man.
Yeah, you want to make sure you get that notification bell all warmed up and ready to alert you every time Our Local Establishment and Turnbuckle Studio is ready for content. I'm not going to lie. This is what I want the Viking Raiders and Valhalla to dress up for WrestleMania. Everybody does nice thing, but I would love to see a Flintstone-themed attire.
Oh, God. They're Vikings, not cavemen.
don't care. I would love to see Fred and Barney out of the Raiders, and maybe a Wilma or Betty.
And see, in my head, I steered into the skid, and I'm like, well, why don't they dress up as characters from God of War?
Because we all know what a Yabba Dabba do, all right? We all know that.
Yeah.
Clip that. Tell Bobby.
I mean, I could actually see Otis dressing up as Bam Bam.
I see them bringing back Hornswoggle for that one.
No, Hornswoggle has said he believes his in-ring career is done.
Oh, I'm not saying he has to wrestle. He just has to show up as Bam Bam. I mean, to be fair, I could see the Alpha Academy do that because I kind of get a little bit of Wilma out of
absolutely.
And Fred and Barney, that kind of I could see that as Otis and Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Although I do want to see David Spade and Chris Farley out of them once, so that would be funny. Now, we also want to let everybody know to gear up as we have a double dose of content tomorrow night here on our local establishment and on as we have Turnbuckle Talk hosted by the one over to my left there, Chris Best, as well as OMD. And that will happen. And then shortly after that, you'll be able to see the latest episode of Taking Over featuring Ed Fries and Astrid Pizarro. So if you want to get notified, again, the importance of that bell, importance of that follow and subscribe button on the Twitch, you want to do that because those are shows you do not want to miss.
You don't want to miss any of the programming we have here on OLE.
No, you don't.
Especially the impromptu Thursday night special of Busting Out that we have planned. That is confirmed.
Is that coming up after the Boar's Nest on Thursday night?
Oh, it'll be a later show. Yeah, it'll be probably about 10 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, yeah.
Yes, we do also have the Boar's Nest. I have the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke coming up this Thursday night at 8 o'clock.
We also have another episode of Marvel Talk as well. So we got a trifecta of tremendous on Thursday night. It's a lot of tease, people.
So I'm doing a little bit of promotion to my friend who's like, hey, I'm talking to friends, people who like wrestling. So I'm giving a plug to us right now through text to my friend.
Nice. Yeah, and most likely Busting Out will be going on after the Marvel Talk, sorry. So no need to worry about anything crossing over. So we have on Raw right now, the Viking Raiders are taking it to Otis until Otis is getting the momentum shift that his team needs and is about to make that hot tag. It's Chad Gable's in the ring with, I believe, Ivar.
Yep.
That was a 50% guess, not gonna lie. Oh my God.
That was awesome.
We are getting the trial of Roman Reigns this coming Friday night on SmackDown.
We are. That was announced yesterday on the Twitter. Should be very interesting.
That gave me a reason to tune into SmackDown this weekend. I was going to watch SmackDown after the pay-per-view, but basically since I already saw the results for the matches I needed to do, I'm like, no point on watching it now. Especially since we've seen Sammy and Kevin with the tag belts at the pay-per-view. So
yeah.
I like how we're building this mixed tag to Sarah Logan and Maxine actually getting in the ring.
Sarah Logan is no longer. Her name is Valhalla.
I'm still calling her by her old gimmick because I keep forgetting. Because Valhalla
was the tag right now.
And here we go. Arm drags in the suplex, and now we're going to see the headlock that she was learning earlier.
Just a minor story I sent you there, Chris.
Yep.
For tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But damn.
Gable with the beautiful moonsault to the outside.
I'm just getting that now.
Valhalla kind of screwed up on the worm there. She got up a little too early in my eyes.
I think maybe the worm was a little too slow on the performance.
Yeah.
True.
Well, let me know when you're caught up there, OMD.
I'm good. I just got the finish.
There we go. And we see Maxine get the pin on Valhalla and getting the 1-2-3 for the Alpha Academy.
Now, was this the blow-off to their feud, you guys think, or?
I mean, it has to be.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, I see what you mean by it was slow, yeah.
Also, I wasn't a big fan of the camera angle we got there. To be, I'd much rather the replay camera angle than the one we were given in the match.
No, you're right. That really wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't really the worst suplex. That was actually a lot better than when she did it a couple weeks back.
I mean, I still think they're better than Dana Brooks.
Agreed. I think we're getting Natty and Rhea up next because we're seeing what happened a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, I have no suspicion that Seth and Dom
are ending tonight.
Yeah.
Well, even Seth said it in his promo, was in the main event tonight.
Yeah. And you also have to think, too, with not only Finn Balor being somewhat absent of our screen so far tonight, this could be an occurrence in the main event or possible, and even both, another tease from Damian Priest with that briefcase.
Absolutely.
Ed Fry's coming in. What's the over-under on me not ranting on a holiday tomorrow night?
I mean, I really hope you have Jay White for President T-shirt. That'd be very patriotic of you.
I'm taking the over that you are ranting tomorrow night, Ed.
Hey, he didn't quite rant on the review for the pay-per-view.
No. We're getting Logan Paul and Ricochet on Raw next week, people.
I think this is going to hint towards my suspicions for what they're doing with Logan Paul at the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I suspect it's going to be him and Ricochet.
See, I really think they're missing the boat with Logan Paul and LA Knight right now. Unless LA Knight is going up against Grayson Waller.
Is Grayson going to be fine to wrestle by then?
I mean, he was fine to get his ass handed to him on Money in the Bank.
Yep. I'm going to go with this one here, and I'm going to say LA Knight versus Austin Theory.
See, I wouldn't mind that.
I kind of want that too.
For the title, and LA Knight wins.
As long as there's a good story behind it, I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
But I do think right now the momentum is those those like just back and forth segments with LA Knight and with Logan Paul right now. Just last week we had LA Knight completely roast Logan Paul, but on SmackDown, Logan Paul got him back.
Yes.
And Ed brings up a really good point here that I was going to bring up as well. Grayson Waller did take a very safe AA from one of the safest workers in the business. So
yes, but he was also getting some shots in before that. He was moving just fine, and he was hopping on one leg on the way to the.
And I will still always refer to it as an FU, not an AA.
Well, remember, we got a 10-year-old in the chat, so please maybe refer to it as an AA because YouTube does like to be a party pooper.
Touche.
Yeah. Which is not just a great acoustic Godsmack song. It also works in this as well.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't be surprised if Grayson Waller got in the ring in the next week or two.
yeah, I think I know he's hurt, but I am ready for a Grayson Waller match again.
Well, you have to think how long ago was his match with his last match in NXT?
Wasn't that Carmelo Hayes at WrestleMania? Or Stand and Deliver?
No, that was Gargano.
Oh, that's right too.
They said he had I was reading somewhere that he's got a broken leg, and then of course he's interviewing Edge this week on
SmackDown. Yeah, on the Grayson Waller effect.
Yeah.
Well, which leads me to wonder: are we going to get Grayson Waller versus Edge then?
We very well could.
Also, a rumor I read: the next rumored opponent for Austin Theory very well could be a phenomenal AJ Styles.
And even then, I'm sold.
Yep. There we go. NXT
Ed France has the answer for us because he's the NXT dude. April 25th.
Yeah, which is more than enough time for a broken leg to be healed when we're already in July. Because if it was just a broken leg, that would heal in 2 months' time, no problem. And now
unless it was like
a tear, then we're talking a different story.
Unless it was a break, like when Kevin Ware broke his leg,
or when Sid Vicious broke his foot.
Oh
yeah, jeez.
But again, I go back. If Grayson Waller is hopping on the way down to Money in the Bank in that aisle, and then getting physically active, remember, physically active with another superstar, I think he's cleared to go. Ooh, that did not look safe.
Oh, Yeah, but you can see that Ricochet caught him at the last second to protect him.
Oh, the one thing I'll say is both men did an extremely great job of protecting one another.
Oh, post-match they're brawling. See?
Yeah.
What I tell you, this is going to lead to a match between the two.
Well, yeah, next week on Raw.
Do you really want to waste Logan Paul for a match on Raw, though?
I want it for the ratings.
Oh yeah, if you want to if you want to do a quick pop. Ed coming in. Thankfully, nothing is like Sid's leg break. Spot still makes him sick to his stomach. I still say Kevin Ware, basketball player, man, when he broke his leg, you see his leg bone popping out of the skin.
I saw a meme where I saw the leg break of Sid Vicious, and then right after, it's a promo with Kevin Nash, and it's like, and I have half the brain that you do. Yo, watch that. You won't feel sick to your stomach. You will laugh quite hard. And we're getting the Eradicator.
Now, should we pull out our stopwatches for this match or no?
Nah, we got time. But I'm going to post this question to not only YouTube, but also everybody in the chat. Who do we see Rhea Ripley defending that women's world title against at SummerSlam?
Now, see, I thought it was going to be Raquel Rodriguez pre-Money in the Bank because I thought Raquel was going to make the turn too, or at least break away from Liv Morgan. But that's clearly not the case, and Natty's already making the run in here.
Now, she's not on hard time. She was just given no time to Rhea Ripley.
I don't know. Do we build the Natty and Rhea at SummerSlam?
I got a name that I think fits.
Okay.
I want to say Becky, but Becky's got Trish.
Beth Phoenix.
I would be 1,000% for that too.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
But nobody was thinking Beth Phoenix at all, were you?
No.
But at the same time, we've kind of already had Beth versus Rhea. No, or have we had Beth versus
No,
Rhea?
we've never had the one-on-one. We had a mixed
we had
tag
tag team.
at
Yeah.
Elimination Chamber in Montreal. It was Finn and Rhea against Edge and Beth.
So yeah, I could see it.
And think about the potential that maybe Rhea is beating down on Natalya after a win tonight, but who's going to save her? Her best friend, Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
It works in all the levels.
Does that Money in the Bank allow you to cash the contract on any championship you want for
Any championship you want. But
so who's to say Io Sky doesn't cash it in Challenger?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked, but at the same time, I'm hard-pressed to think we're not getting Asuka and Io in some capacity in the near future.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with, it looks like they might do a triple threat at SummerSlam, but might also go in the route of Bianca versus Charlotte post triple threat.
Yeah, I can also see the Damage Control split and see Io versus Bailey at SummerSlam.
And this is also a time where we got to think about it. Just because you have a Money in the Bank doesn't mean they're going to blow through it quick. I know time in the past have shown that, but we've also been proven that the time right now is not like the time of yesterday
That's right.
So we might just see a little bit more patience, as Triple H even admitted in that press conference. Good things come to the ones who wait.
Yes.
And that's what's exciting about like talking about wrestling nowadays is the not knowing. So we can make all the predictions we want, but the truth is we'll never know how everything's gonna play out until it does play out.
That's right.
Basically, the way I look at the way we talk about wrestling now is the way we used to talk about the Royal Rumble and how there were so many different options for winners for the Royal Rumble. And right now, it feels like there's so many different options for the Money in the Bank winners to go.
Absolutely.
Let us not sleep on that headbutt from Rhea Ripley on Natalia.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Rhea went to the Tomohiro Ishii school of headbutts. And speaking of Tomohiro Ishii, I called it. I knew Moxley was going to bleed from one of his headbutts, and he did.
well, I mean, that's like the easiest bet. That's like Batman saying, I want Vegas to get the call.
Moxley's going to bleed because he wants to.
Yeah, but I said last week, too, that I'd be disappointed if Moxley didn't bleed from a headbutt.
What was the conversation to Con to Moxley? He'd be like, all right, tell me what I want to hear in song. You can bleed if you want to. You can't leave no cells behind. Million years you ever think I was going to reference that song?
I'm almost wondering if maybe you get an NXT call up for SummerSlam to challenge Rhea.
Who would you call up then? I mean, the only viable option
Michael Satomura?
is Stratton.
Michael Satomura, maybe?
I would even go Roxanne.
I don't think she's ready yet.
No, I don't see Roxanne come until at least the Rumble.
I don't know. I know they're high on her, so.
Yeah.
But as I said, I think the feasible option would be Stratton, but she's got to continue her run with the women's title right now in NXT, so.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if Survivor Series is an event where you see that Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT again, or maybe they go back to the War Games route.
Well, it is now officially Survivor Series War Games going forward.
Yeah, but at one point we were getting the King and Queen of the Ring, and that was taken away from us.
Yep.
Yeah, isn't that slated for October?
I don't know anymore.
I haven't heard anything until possibly next year.
Because I know we still got one more Saudi show to do this year.
It's 3.
3. But no, I know that there's supposed to be one more Saudi show this year, and I swear I heard it was going to be King and Queen of the Ring.
Well, originally it was, and then they got Night of Champions.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we got the 3P going on right now. Also, we should have an over and under of how many times OMD goes to the bathroom, aka the locker room, during a Monday Night RAW watch along. I think the over under on 3 would be the perfect amount.
Well, I'm basing it on averages. He goes about 4 or 5 times a show.
Yeah. I just want to let everybody know that OMD clearly enjoys too much of that rogueenergy.com to where he allows it to go through his body to enjoy that locker room. And you can too when you go to rogueenergy.com and use that promo code OLEPOD and save yourself 10% off that order. And you can buy a urethra amount of Rogue Energy. So please go to rogueenergy.com and use that promo code OLEPODs. Save 10% off your order so you could pee as much as OMD does.
Jesus. Perfect segue there.
I mean, we're going to get a big... You guys are assholes like later on in the private chat when he sees...
Yeah.
Whatever. And so far, this match between Rhea and Natalya has been nothing short of excellence, if you ask me.
This is the match I wanted to see at Night of Champions between the two.
And does anybody know what's on the canvas right now?
It kind of looks like we got an appearance from Goldust during the commercial break.
Is this all the glitter from Natalya's gear?
That was even there before the commercial break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the glitter off her gear.
Yeah. Maybe that's what the lungs of grease in Dominic's mullet are. Ew. That's why he's dirty Dominic Mysterio now. Shout out to Natalya, who I believe received 5 Guinness records.
6.
Money in the Bank. Was it 6?
6. And I think that came out before that.
Well, I know she received the actual stuff in Money in the Bank.
What were they for?
Women's, like, most matches, most wins, and stuff like that. Just compliments for her tenure and activity, and basically just being a workhorse in the women's division for the last 20 years. So congratulations to fellow Canadian Natalya, who not only got them, but received them on Canada Day. What a nice little surprise.
I mean, I just actually kind of blew my own mind because I just realized the last WWE house show I went to in Barrie, she was on that card. That card was in 2010.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the last house show I went to.
I actually have a Hard Dynasty t-shirt somewhere in my closet.
And that was probably 2009, 2010 in Hamilton.
Oh, that spot would have been so much better if that buckle was exposed.
Yeah.
Oh, the placement of that kick was just rude.
Hopefully Natty didn't piss her pants from that.
Oh, but the farting gimmick might come back. No, she's a professional. She only needs one visit to the locker room per night.
Well, no, there was I I don't know if you remember, but I think it was an episode of like Total Divas. Her and Naomi had a match.
I never watched that show, dude.
No, me neither.
I watched a clip from it, and there was a clip where her and Naomi had a match, and Naomi kicked her in the gut and forced her to piss her pants because of it.
I mean, truth be told, I think Dana Brooke is the third lost Bella twin, so.
True. Oh.
She has Dirty Dom on her face, and it's freaking awesome. Spelt on her face, people. Spelt on her face. Do not take that out of context.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Well, I mean, they are all about the DP and Judgment Day, and Damian Priest is your Money in the Bank briefcase holder.
Oh, trying hard not to spit my drink out there.
That was the intent. So.
Rhea's bleeding from the mouth, by the way.
Yes, she is.
I'm gonna do what the fans are doing. That was
I got it. That was a fantastic match.
Those ladies absolutely killed it tonight. Oh, what did I say? Post-match beatdown?
Yeah. Somebody's running to the ring. I didn't see who it was. Raquel and Liv.
That just makes zero sense.
So maybe we do get Raquel and Rhea.
I hope not.
No, I don't think we need that. I mean, we've already got enough champions with the double R initials. We don't
only have one.
Roman Reigns, Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez.
Wait, we just need
Robert Roode back.
Ronda Rousey, Rick Rude, Robert Roode. They can all play for the Rough Riders.
Yeah, that's right. Saskatchewan or the old Ottawa Rough Riders?
DMX Rough Riders.
Yeah, because X is going to give it to you.
Y'all going to make me lose my mind.
Up in here.
Oh, God. And speaking of double R, let's not forget our friends in the UK at Real Wrestling.
Okay. Good segue, OMD. Man, Ciampa's just looking jacked.
All he does is work out, and it shows. Man, take him back to just 15 years ago. See the growth in him for sure. One has to think, when is it before we see him and Johnny Gargano on the screen at the same time again?
I'm actually kind of surprised we didn't see Gargano tonight at some point because Candice had her match earlier.
I think Gargano was he not battling an injury though too?
I didn't hear you, Paris, sorry.
Was Gargano not battling an injury as well?
Not from what I heard. Apparently he was backstage last week. He's probably backstage tonight.
Well, he was backstage because it was in his hometown.
I could actually see SummerSlam and Ciampa's going to be like, Miz, find yourself a partner. We need to end this.
I don't know, but I think I'm on the side of Karl where I kind of don't want them to be together. I know we're going to get them together at some point. But
I'm with you guys. Like, I don't want it, but...
Oh, I predicted them well before Mania to be the team that took the tag titles off of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Right.
Speaking of which, I want to see that match now that you mentioned it. That's going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah, you do.
I might have to go and play it on 2K22 later tonight. Or wait till the 5th and play it on 2K23 when I actually buy the game.
So I just want to say this, but Miz blinks less amount of times as OMDPs during Monday Night Raw.
So up next, we're going to take a look at what happened in the Bloodline Civil War match.
In case you're living under Dwayne Johnson, Tim watched Money in the Bank.
I mean, that's been all the talk all this past weekend was Roman taking the pin.
Yeah. Keep it tight, make it bright. Wow. Get it right. Did I see that right? They had Grayson Waller beach shorts, and if not, I think that should be a thing.
I saw Matt Riddle flip-flops.
Yeah, I can see that. LA Knight says they're going to have LA Knight sunglasses. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that they have a Seth Rollins onesie. I think that would be hilarious.
That'd be awesome. Speaking of Seth Rollins, I saw something on YouTube that he did with Lad Bible where he did a comparison between American snacks and UK snacks, and it was hilarious. There was a part where he had to drink Logan Paul's Prime juice.
Right.
And he was like, he took a look at it. He's like, I'm not drinking this. And he takes a drink of it. He's like, oh, shit, this is actually better than I thought it would be.
All right. It seems our chat has slowed down now that Ed has gone to do his thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just visiting the locker room.
Maybe. But I am trademarking the locker room visit.
That's why I call my area the Tickle Towers.
Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper.
Parrish was
I
the
like
one
to be
who came
the
up
guy
with
that
that.
actually came up with the name Tickle Towers. Thank you very much. So I want 100% royalties for that. And I just visit the man's washroom. Yeah, home improvement.
Yeah. You go, Tim Toolman Taylor.
Sounds good. Hey, he lives in the city where SummerSlam this year can be found. Detroit, Michigan, live April 5th
Yes.
at the Ford Field.
Yes.
The voice Joshua Joseph is saying, I'm still here. Have you guys going? And the 10th anniversary of Kill Tony. Well, if the show's called Kill Tony, I hope the plot of the show isn't whether or not Tony's going to be killed.
I've never even heard of Kill Tony. Unless it's, like, is it like Kill Tony Soprano?
Maybe it's Kill Tony the Tiger. Maybe it's Kill
Tony Danza.
Maybe it's Kill Tony D'Angelo.
I hope not.
No. I hope they don't even kill Tony the Tiger.
JJ coming in saying it's stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
I know.
Yeah, see, the only time I've ever heard of Kill Tony was there's merch for this Kill Tony, and there's this YouTube channel I watch called Gas Station Encounters, and there was one video that they shot where a customer actually brought in Kill Tony merch for the owner of the shop because he's a fan of Kill Tony. But for those who don't know what happened with the Civil War, here you got your chance right now to watch it.
Yeah. Maybe it's Kill Tony Stark because he died somewhere in there too.
Yes, he did. I mean, I knew this was going to be the main event, but like last Friday on SmackDown when they announced and said on air that Cody versus Dom was the main event of Money in the Bank, I was just, how?
I wonder if that was because they were expecting Brock Lesnar to be a part of Money in the Bank. And then maybe when they found out that he was going to be on Raw instead, they decided to switch.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just smokescreen.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time Smoke and Mirrors and Cody Rhodes were aligned in the WWE.
I just got to say, one of my favorite parts of this match was how Solo Sikoa held his own in this main event spot.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite part was the reenact pin that they did from their first match with Jay and Roman, but it was Jay getting the shoulder up, but also hitting Roman with that low blow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the low blow.
Oh, my.
The way Roman sold it.
Oh, my God. It's beautiful. They pull names out of a bucket and they do a 1-minute stand-up show or set and then get interviewed by Tony Hinchcliffe. I bet your favorite comedians have been on it and crushed. Was Dana Brooke on it? Because every time she wrestles, it's pretty freaking funny to me.
And unfortunately, I'm not a comedy guy.
Really? And you watch The Leafs every year?
Well, now it's soon to be the Edmonton Maple Leafs. I mean, with Hyman, Campbell.
Yeah, but the difference is most of those Leafs actually now know what round 2 feels like.
And who was the one? You guys just signed a new one from us the other day.
Connor Brown, but he was Ottawa before.
Yeah.
We got him from Ottawa.
You got him from Washington.
Nah, we don't count Washington. He's barely there.
Well, he was there last season and then tore his Achilles.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was barely there.
I'm really curious about how this tribal court's going to go.
Me too, actually.
Me three.
Oh, that's right. We didn't get our weekly dose of Matt Riddle.
You mean our Weedley episode? It's Weed.
Weedley.
Yeah. one might think that this match between Seth and Dom might not be too long.
No. Well, who's Riddle even facing?
We still have yet to see Gunther tonight too, so
I'm gonna say probably maybe Giovanni Vinci.
Yeah. Baldy.
And could this be where we see the return?
Of the Viper.
Yeah. Or maybe we see a beatdown on Riddle and Drew McIntyre comes out to save him.
oh, look at that. Parrish is right again.
And
I have sources, people. Sources.
you just called Adam Pearce before the show, didn't you?
I don't have to call him, he calls me.
Then why haven't you been booked and got enough ringside packages?
I'm retired, man. I'm retired. It's other people's time. If I'm on this show, then where are these people like Bronson Reed going to go? They're not going to be on the show if I'm on it. Nah, come on.
Parrish is going to be the show stealer.
Well, I will be.
I'd like to see Parrish versus Dolph.
I actually wouldn't mind actually seeing that match myself, considering I've seen.
I don't
Parrish's
want to be the
work
reason
before.
for Dolph getting TV time. Come on. Kid has to earn it, all right? He has to earn it.
There's another movie I'll be missing is the new Mission Impossible.
I think you said that last week too, man.
Probably. But last night, after I finished watching Money in the Bank, I actually watched a movie for the first time in probably a year.
And how was Jiggly?
She was good. I mean, she was nice and jiggly and bouncy.
No, that was my cousin Steve.
God. Guys with the name Steve seem to have man crushes on me and fascinated with me, so I'm really concerned about that.
Well, I don't know, man.
I don't know. Last night, for whatever reason, I just decided to watch the first two Bill and Ted movies.
Nice.
Isn't there only
I found
two?
them on Tubi, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm gonna watch them."
That was your first TED Talk.
No, but what movie did you watch last night, OMD?
Free Guy.
Oh, yeah, that's an all right movie.
It's enjoyable.
Yes, it was.
I mean, it's not one of my go-tos for video game based movies, but if it's on, I'll watch it. You know,
It's like Grandma's Boy. It's kind of like one of those movies where if it's on and I have nothing better to do, I'll watch it.
yeah.
It's also
Well,
like Shawshank Redemption. I'll actually make time just to watch that movie.
Well, I was looking on because I use a site called Popcorn Time, and I was hoping they'd have the new Transformers up, but they didn't. So I was like, well, there's nothing on TV, so I need something to watch.
Yeah, for me with the Bill and Ted movies, it was just, let's see what movies Tubi has on, and there they were. So I'm like, all right,
Yeah, but you can never go wrong with Bill and Ted.
no. Well, you might. The third one wasn't that great. It was
I
okay.
haven't seen the newest one.
It was okay, but it doesn't stack up to the first two. And now we got Io Sky teasing Mammy there.
Mommy, not Mammy.
Still no sign of Finn, though.
I wonder if maybe Finn Balor and just took some time to kind of remain out in the UK.
He could be
As we,
on a recruiting mission for JD.
he could be on a recruiting mission to tell Pac to come back,
Yeah.
as they were shown hanging out before. But who knows? I mean, he does have a lot of family out in the Ireland area, and it's not that far from the London area.
No, it's
So,
not.
so
Yeah, I
he
was
may
gonna
have
say,
just took.
my bet is when they flew over there, he just decided to go home.
He might have just taken that extra week of just being. Yep. But something tells me they might save Finn Balor for Seth Rollins later tonight.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're going to go with your theory of Dom and Seth not getting a lot of time, then maybe the match doesn't even start. Maybe the match doesn't actually take place because of the full-on beatdown.
Yeah.
Shane O'Mac will miss Lake Forest Mall. I don't get that time, but all right.
Maybe that's where he got his boo-boo done.
It's possible.
Speaking of, going straight to the foot of Matt Riddle.
I've always said that would be my strategy if I wrestled a wrestler with barefoot. Just stomp on their feet. I've also said that about Haku if I wrestled him, but I'm pretty sure he'd kick the shit out of me if I
Yeah.
if I did that.
You gotta really just work the art of the groin, man. Just when you can, kick him in the groin.
Yeah.
Works every time. Just don't pull a Bobby Hill.
That's right. Get your own sandwich. I don't know you.
Still one of the funniest episodes of King of the Hill was that episode.
Yep.
When he kicks his dad too.
Yep. I'm going to be interested to see the King of the Hill reboot.
An act we haven't yet seen on Raw tonight are your tag team champions, the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
I was just going to say the same thing. We haven't seen them, but we could also see them if Imperium get involved.
That match went a lot faster than I thought it would.
Yeah.
He just makes a beeline for Gunther there. I almost called him Walter.
You can tell Drew has a freshly blackened hair.
Yes.
He's dyed that recently.
Yes, he
Yeah.
has.
One of these is the same jet black color that our old friend Big Daddy Cool Diesel used to use.
And so I heard, contrary to popular belief, Drew was not looking to renew his contract. He was actually out resting up injuries.
Yeah, that's what Triple H kind of reconfirmed at the press conference there, that not only did he have the one major injury that he took care of, but he had a few nagging ones as well that he decided to take that time for. I mean,
Well, I mean, right now Drew's been one of the hardest working athletes since coming back to the WWE. So he, once again, deserved that rest.
Yeah, and he kind of got the short end of the stick there when he won that WWE Championship, or he won the Rumble with fans, had one of the loudest reactions. That Raw after the Rumble, he had just a really good organic moment with the fans where people wanted to see him, and he unfortunately could not win that title in front of people or a live audience.
No.
So
do we see them potentially building to that moment again?
I mean, they could
I wouldn't say winning the Rumble, but
they could try to manufacture it again. But the problem is, it needs to be organic. It has to be kind of that way again, or it just won't work. I think he might have a better shot of watching Drew McIntyre win the title as a heel in front of people before he wins it again as a babyface.
I'll put one out there. Let's say Gunther wins the Rumble, goes on to Mania, and wins the title. Drew becomes his first number one contender.
Do you really want to rehash that same story out that we're going to see probably culminate at SummerSlam between Gunther and Drew?
We've gotten it with Stone Cold in the Intercontinental title with the Rock.
I know.
So why not?
Okay, why has Dom started wearing Nerf bullets?
Because he thinks he's Rambo?
Because he's dirty. That's why. Are you dirty, OMD?
I am not.
Then you don't have Nerf bullets.
You're right, I don't.
So you mean the D in OMD does not stand for dirty?
It does not.
Disappointment. That's what I'm feeling right now. No, that D does not stand for dirty.
No, I couldn't do the dirty because ODB already has that.
Oh, we got to clip that he cannot do the dirty.
I cannot do the dirty because ODB already has that.
All right, what's the timestamp on that?
2:44:44. We'll just say.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that we haven't seen Bobby in the chat tonight.
I mean, Bobby's pretty busy this week, so I'm sure he has a tab, but he's got a lot of stuff on the go this week.
Dude's always got something on the go, though.
Check, I believe him and Papa Smokes are gearing up for a Wednesday time slot of instead of Thursday, so make sure you're checking that out.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to get a little bit of a fixture on the Ring Respect Radio, then you might want to tune in on Wednesday night this week instead of Thursday. But on Thursday, don't worry. You'll see Bobby Munson. You'll see me as we have a little special episode of Busting Out. Will be the 46th episode of Busting Out. We're creeping to that 50.
And you'll also catch Bobby this Saturday, I believe, doing the live watch along for MLW's pay-per-view.
Yeah, for Never Say Never, where we get to see former Busting Out guest Alex Kane challenge for the MLW Championship against Alex Hammerstone. among other great matches. So you don't want to miss that. I'm most likely going to be there as well. So come have fun with us and let's enjoy some MLW wrestling Saturday, July the 8th.
Still trying to find my way to catch that show because I want to see it.
I believe it's on Fight TV there. Yes.
Okay.
Hashtag and new.
Yep,
We know it's gonna.
I'm with you on that one, Ed. I think Alex Kane does take the title, mostly because I want to see Hammerstone come to WWE.
What time is the pay-per-view on Saturday night?
I believe I want to say, so there's 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. I'm not sure what time my kid will be coming home, if he's coming home Saturdays, just because I work until 5. But I may well be available.
Well, you're going to have to talk to Bobby and Papa Smokes, because I am nothing but a drunk guest. But we will be drinking, we will be partying, we'll be eating some chicken ones most likely. So everyone, gear up for
Speaking of
Shenanigans
drunk
Sunday.
guests, I kind of wish we had an AEW post show for you, Parrish, because I know you're going to AEW this Wednesday, are you not?
Yeah, I have to. I can't be an idiot though. I do go to work on the Thursday morning.
So Parrish will be all elite as of Wednesday.
I'll probably get a great nap during a Young Buck match, so it'll be fine. Ed coming in. Build time is 7 p.m., but that might be different for the fight version. Yeah. And back on Raw, we have Drew McIntyre and Riddle.
So it looks like next week we're getting a tag match.
But Baltimore can watch Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre have some pints tonight. And next week, we also have Zoe Stark versus Becky Lynch. So we're primed for a very, very busy.
Logan Paul
Yes,
and
we
Ricochet
are.
face to face.
Yeah. So a very impactful Monday Night Raw next week. Want to stay tuned for that one, as we believe Karl Karufel will be back. Assuming
He should be, from what I understand, because he told me that this was only going to be a one-off thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, no disqualification match between Ciampa and The Miz.
Looking like a stacked card for next Monday's show, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I might be able to watch the pay-per-view. The MLW pay-per-view.
We got the champ out now. We got Seth freaking Rollins.
With his
Ripped in gold.
15-minute stomp and dance to the ring.
Well, he still gets to the ring faster than Randy Orton does.
Yeah, but he ain't no Ultimate Warrior.
No.
I still laugh at every time,
Nice and seafood.
I still laugh at Heenan every time I watch an old Warrior match, and how Heenan just would always complain about how Warrior gasses out just before hitting the ring, calling him an idiot for running to the ring, basically.
Yeah.
I just want to know, when are you going live? Just so if by chance you are starting as we are finishing, I would like to tell everyone that our local establishment Twitch will redirect you, will raid you to Ed Fraz's Twitter.
Twitter
Just
or
let us know in
Twitch?
the comments.
Twitch.
Both. Why not? Fuck it. Twitch, yeah. How dare you correct me?
I
think
kicked
you have
my
a-
butt.
Abusive technology, OMD.
Well, Randy Orton taught me the punt kick. I was just trying to perfect it with the Achilles.
Are we actually getting a straightforward wrestling match with Dom?
So far, yeah. How do you not pull a hair yet, Dom? Come on, do something. There you go.
Yeah,
See,
there
it's
he
just
goes.
late. That is very dirty of a mullet. I'm gonna say that.
The crowd's still singing Seth's theme.
As they do every match.
Well, this is also the UK crowd, so I kind of expect them to go throughout the whole match singing his song.
They're in Baltimore.
They're in Baltimore?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I thought they were still in England.
No, they're in Baltimore.
That would probably explain why some of the guys aren't on the show, too. Jet lag.
Yep.
Well, I mean, a lot of the people. I mean, Rod, a lot of people have been on the show tonight as already. I mean, very few.
Yeah, but I mean, like, our mainstays like Kevin Owens, Seth, or Sami Zayn, Finn Balor.
I mean, the show ain't over yet.
Yeah, we still got 10 minutes. I think we just hit our last commercial break here.
And who knows? Maybe there's a gigantic beatdown of Judgment Day on Seth freaking Rollins, including Finn Balor. Maybe we have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn help him out.
I could see it.
Set up a giant 6-man tag for next week. Or maybe a tag team title match with Dom and Damian.
But I do know that apparently Kevin Owens is hurt after last Friday's match against Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, but how hurt we do not know. Also, Triple H did reveal that one injury came out of Money in the Bank. He didn't want to reveal who it was, but somebody who just went to the ring and did absolutely nothing was walking out and rolled their ankle. So,
Dana Brooke?
very curious. I'm kind of thinking it could be Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
But we didn't want to, like, I don't know, to be honest, maybe it was Rhea.
Yeah.
Because she didn't have a match. She just went out with Dom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, very well could have just been an extra or something like that. So,
And at the same time, she just had a fantastic match with Natty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's a gladiator.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of wrestlers are adopting that old school style that if you get hurt in the match, work through the injury, you know?
Yeah.
Especially Daniel Bryan.
I think it's always been there. I just think to the degree of what it is now and being a little bit more out there and knowing, I think is what's different. So we're back with Seth freaking Rollins against Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
No, it's just Dirty Dom, not Dirty Dominic Mysterio, just Dirty Dom.
The graphic had Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
I see the graphic now.
Yeah. Graphics don't lie, man. They just don't lie. Only Michael Cole announcing on Friday when he said Dominic Mysterio's in the main event. That's a lie.
But Rhea's face doesn't lie, and she's got Dirty Dom printed on there.
It's because they are allowed to nickname each other. All right?
Yeah, remember, they're a couple.
Yes, they are.
She also calls him her Dom, so let that have it.
So does that mean Rhea's the sub in that relationship?
No, she's mommy. Come on.
Also, it's a whole Oedipus thing.
Sure.
Now, I wonder if Rhea and Buddy Dom and his actual girlfriend swing.
I don't know if they go to parks very often, man. I want to know. Couldn't tell you.
Well,
I have this theory that
I know
Dom and
Cesaro
Rhea-
swings, though.
yes, he does.
He's the king of swing. Go ahead, Chris. Please get us
I
back.
was going
on
to
the
say I have
fucking
this
rails.
theory that Dom met Rhea because Buddy was dating Aaliyah.
Yeah.
If anybody remembers that angle before Buddy got
Oh,
released
yes.
from WWE.
Oh, yes.
Hey, just remember, wasn't it Dominic Mysterio who also accepted him into the family? And think about
Yes,
this.
it was.
Maybe it was, yeah. It all fits. It all fits together. If I'm supposed to believe the new movies of Marvel now, this is real.
Yeah, I kind of figured this was going to end that way.
I mean, gotta save us. Gotta protect Dominic Mysterio. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I am curious about where you go next with Dom. So, because I feel like this match might have just been like a one-off, maybe.
Well, I mean, he is rumored to be getting the title match at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's. I'm kind of curious about how they go about doing that.
Well, because of the disqualification, Dom's going to want his rematch. Seth will give it to him for the title.
Yeah.
Damian Priest is just laying Seth Rollins out to dry right now.
Yes, he is.
Damien is just being a savage to him. That's what I got to say.
Ooh, yeah.
The cream of the crop. Ooh, yeah.
I'm just wondering, could we see maybe Finn Balor come out and accidentally prevent Damian Priest from cashing it in?
Yeah.
I was going to say, where did Dom and Rhea go? And there was Dom with the briefcase to the back.
Once again, Parrish.
Sorry, I got a phone call. It's Monday Night Raw. Oh, sorry, I'll call you back.
And there's the Finn Balor attack like you were calling.
All right, just letting everybody know.
It's going to be Seth Rollins versus the Judgment Day at SummerSlam in a 3-on-1 gauntlet.
Just letting everybody know, if you're following us on the Twitch side, we are going to be rating our good old friend Ed Fries, as he is now on. So just not right now, but just a little bit.
But we're starting to see the cracks in the foundation, as it were, for the Judgment Day.
Yeah. As Damian Priest said in the press conference, they're just misunderstandings.
That's right. Ed with the ooh drama comment.
Hey, you gotta like it though.
Oh, I do. I love it. I love it.
I'll even go on and say this very well could potentially be a failed cash-in. If this
I think they're
and Finn isn't resolved.
I think the men's is going to be successful this year.
I see two different stories forming out of this.
Yeah.
I see Finn possibly winning the title at SummerSlam with Damian Priest cashing in at the end, or we see Seth retain. Damian Priest still cashes in and says, "I just did what you couldn't do."
Yeah. So yeah, just so we can have people get enough time before we do the raid, do we want to let everybody know where we can find one another there, Chris?
Sorry, say that again.
Said just so we can give people enough time to transition, as we will be raiding out to Ed Fries, who's now on. Do we want to transition to what we thought of Ron, where we can find one another on the socials?
Yeah, sure. Let's lay out those socials. Let's actually get it started with you, Parrish. Where can we find you?
Well, I mean, you can follow me on just about anywhere, as we got here. You can follow me on Twitter, Chris Parrish, Instagram at Chris.Parrish, Twitch at the Chris Parrish, where I may or may not be doing more watch-alongs in the future. Stay tuned for that. And because all the cool kids are doing it, I'm also on Kick. You can follow me at kick.com/Chris Parrish. In terms of our local establishment, you can follow me this Thursday, as Bobby Munson and I will be doing a special Thursday night episode of Busting Out, but don't you fret, we'll be back on Sunday at regular time for another episode of Busting Out. And then stay tuned, because I have a feeling that maybe this Saturday during the day you might see some Wrestle Draft action. But again, stay tuned to everything, our local establishment, and my socials for more information.
All right, OMD, where can we find you, man?
You can get me as it's rolling along on the ticker at the bottom. The ticker. Facebook, Daniel Horisic, Snapchat, One Man Dynamic. This Thursday night, 7:45, 8 o'clock. Catch me at the Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. He will be playing Diablo 4. I will be monitoring the chat. Hopefully, I do not get delayed at work.
All right, guys, and you can find me here at YouTube, here on OLE Podcast, doing the Monday Night Raw watch along every Monday night, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Tomorrow night, you can catch me as my first time hosting Turnbuckle Talk at 8:05, alongside OMD, who's going to be joining me tomorrow night. You can also catch me on YouTube at ChrisDamage83, but you'll find my channel as CBRS Entertainment, or you can find me on Twitch at CBRS_Entertainment. And for that, for Parrish, for OMD, I'm Chris Best. I'd like to say thank you all for tuning in, and have yourself a wonderful night, everyone.
My own direction, no one can pull me out. I've always felt different from the others. I'm running away now.